it was always going to come to this. And I've been one of those guys who have said, sell this freaking dude. Sell this dude. And it just seems as if everything has come to a head. And surely this is the time that United have to cut ties with your boy Rashford. Seems it's over. Your boy obviously gave an interview with Henry Windsor, very, very well-known journalist in England. I think works for the Telegraph, I believe, but very, very well-known. And it just seems as if all signs are pointing to Rashford leaving United. Now, there were already read reports and rumors that he was going to leave during the winter window in January. And now this interview has just reinforced that, yeah, it's over. Like, it's a point of no return. And for me, I think this is perfect. That win by United spells the end for Rashford. The moment United won that game in that manner and with Diallo doing what he did, I was like, it's over for Rashford. There's no coming back from this. So him even putting that Instagram post of like, hey, well done, lad. It doesn't help. Because, and I was even one who said that Amorim, if I was Amorim, Rashford never plays again for Man United. Because you're in a perfect situation to stamp your authority, new clean slate, set new standards, and then that is just a perfect way to now try to rebuild this team, which needs to be rebuilt from the ground up, both on the pitch and off the pitch. But let's just look at some of the quotes from this thing. So, Rashford, it's disheartening to be left out of a derby, but it's happened. We won the game, so let's move on. It's disappointing, but I'm also someone, as I've got older, I can deal with setbacks. What to do about it, or do my best next time I'm available. Yeah, look, see, it's huge to be left out of it. No, I mean, like, it's huge. And that was a big call. Because here's the thing. It's one thing to be on the bench. That would be big support. This is Marcus Rashford. Manchester born and bred, has come through the academy. He's one of Man United's own. Manchester derby, this is a game in which you want one of you want to play in. We've seen what he's done in previous Manchester derbies. To be not only left out of the first team, to not be in the squad. I mean, bro, like, that's a hammer blow. That's a hammer blow. And for me, the fact that Amorim took it upon himself to do that, kudos. Because many guys would come and be like, oh no, I'm going to be the one to turn Rashford around. Oh, so they would, see, weaker managers with a weaker character would be, okay, I'm at Man United. Oh, this guy has come through the academy. He's well loved. So I've got to maybe take it upon myself to turn him good. And even if he misbehaves or he's not professional, hey, but I'm sure whatever happened, Amorim said, no, I don't like this attitude here. I don't like this character here. Boom. And you know, for some young managers, that's probably what they'd want to do, just to stamp the authority even more. They're like, oh, so you think because I'm a 39-year-old and I'm much younger, you can disrespect me? Or you think that you could now easily get away with things because I'm a young manager? Not on my watch. So, but the fact that he was left out of a Manchester derby, it's Amorim saying, screw you. To paraphrase, Amorim is pretty much saying, screw you, you bum, essentially. Rashford, the next steps. I'm halfway through my career. I don't expect my peak to be now. The best is yet to come. 100%. That's my mentality. All right. I want to just double check something. So, Rashford age. Rashford is 27. Rashford, these are your peak years. I get it, some guys go through and everything, but these are your peak years. Rashford, in my view, and this is my humble view, just as a humble GOAT analyst, I think you're past your peak. There is no best to come. We've seen the best of Rashford already. Because I'm one of those guys that said that we've seen you for so many years, and this guy's game has not improved. You literally have not improved. the little sample size I've seen of Diallo is better than everything I've seen of Rashford. Like Diallo, just as a footballer, just from what I've seen of him, and he needs to improve, he can get better. But from what I've seen of him, 'cause this is a guy that can beat his man, he moves forward, has a better control, has perpetual forward movement, carries much more of a danger, moves with a lot more impetus and a lot more intent in how he wants to attack the defender and attack the 18-yard box. I've already seen enough to say, no, he's better than Rashford. He's better. Rashford will have his pop-up patch where he looks good, but for the entirety, I'm like, no, this guy, he's limited as a player. Like, I always thought that at his core, there's some real talent at his core. But I'm sorry, I've seen too much of a sample size to say, nah, he's a waste. You've had too many opportunities, way too many opportunities. And that's freaking clown, Michael Richards. You can keep defending him all you want, Mick Richards, but Mick Richards, you're looking like a clown. Okay, we know what it is. We know what time it is. You're friends with Rashford, and you feel that because you're friends with Rashford, you don't want to sort of like come out to disrespect him. And also, Michael Richards, again, you're hired to be a clown, not an analyst. Don't use this as a race thing of like, oh, Rashford is always the scapegoat. No, because both Rashford and Garnacho were both sent out from the squad. And Garnacho is much younger than Rashford. Rashford is 27 years old, so he can't have the excuse of, oh, I'm a young guy and I'm a young guy makes mistakes. As a 27-year-old, you can't be making mistakes as a professional. A 21-year-old, 22, 23, yeah, they can. A 27-year-old, no. Marcus Rashford, lack of professionalism. I do feel misunderstood, but I'm fine with it. I'm a very simple person. I love football. That's been my life from the beginning. You see, I don't know what to take from this because we don't know. We don't know whether he has lacked professionalism. But I just like to read between the lines. Why? See, that's a great question to always ask is why. It's a very simple question. It's one word. Why? Why? ¿Qué pasa? ¿Qué? Quoi? Why? Why would Amorim, a new manager who has just come in, feel the need to exclude you from the squad in a Manchester derby? Keeping in mind that you just lost to Nottingham Forest at home. So you've been left out of the squad. So all in my mind is, why? This is a new manager. So this is not somebody who's been here for a time and maybe you've built up some beef. He's this guy who I don't, Marcus Rashford, I don't know you. I've got nothing to know you of because I've just been focused on Sporting Lisbon. So the fact that Amorim is coming in and felt the need to exclude you from the squad, I'm just reading between the lines. You have to have done something that was so egregious that for a new guy coming in, I'm like, no, I'm going to have that. So for a guy who's already been here and has sort of been maybe poisoned by the United environment, you could maybe get away with it. But for a guy who had standards at Sporting Lisbon, knew what they were, and is coming in as like, wait, I'm not having this. Oh, but come on, like this is what we always do. Yeah, I know this is what you always did under Ten Hag, but under me, it's not happening. And you're out of the squad. So again, that's the thing. Maybe Rashford is right. Maybe Amorim was in the wrong. But I'm just using my logic to say, for a new manager to exclude you from the squad, you must have done something serious. So it's one thing to be benched. To be excluded from the squad, you had to have done something. You had to have done something. So I'd want to know what he would have done. So when I leave Man United, I'll make a statement and it will be from me. That's for sure. Oh, I look forward to the statements that you make, Rashford. But my thing, though, is why should we then believe you? So let's say he makes a statement where I feel I was misjudged. People didn't believe in me. People want to make me a scapegoat. Blah 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 blah. So you can release whatever statements you want, And it can come straight from you, just like Jay-Z's statements came from him to say he wasn't at those Diddy parties and he doesn't know what a baby oil looks like. All because it comes from you, why should we then believe you? Because at the end of the day, we don't know what the truth is. It's Amorim's word against your word. And I don't know who to believe. But I'm just using my logic to say, which is what I said before, why would a new manager feel the need to go to such an extreme to exclude you from a matchday squad against freaking Man City? An extremely important game. But over to the statement. And I think this is one where it just comes like he's out. For me personally, I'm ready for a new challenge and the next steps. When I leave, it's going to be no hard feelings. You're not going to have any negative comments from me about Man United. That's me. I will always be a red. See, that's the key thing. And it was in bold. I feel that by saying that, he's done. He's done. Like, to have those words, how do you now, like, you can't be part of a team and say, I'm ready for a new challenge and the next steps. Those words, a new challenge, means that, a future not at Man United. And he says, when I leave, it's going to be no hard feelings. So when I leave, new challenge, no, he's done. He's done. So put it this way, if I'm Amorim, and I will bring your boy Amorim, if I'm Amorim and I've seen these quotes, you're done. You're not in my squad. Like, the season is already right off, but if I'm Amorim, you are not playing in my team for the rest of this season. You are done. So either you find a club during the winter window, or you find a club in the summer. But if I'm Amorim, I don't know what he'll do. If I'm Amorim, you are not playing a single minute as long as you are a United player. You are not playing at all. And you know, if I'm telling to Rashford, cool. I read your quotes and everything. Again, no hard feelings, but just know, as long as you are a United player, you are never playing for this team. So, in that knowledge, it would behoove you to not push for a move in the winter window. Like, if there's an offer out there, make that move. Because if you don't move in the winter window, you will not play any football for the next 6 months. And that could harm you in terms of trying to maybe get back in the England team and maybe trying to make potentially a World Cup in 2026. But for Amorim, this is beautiful. Look at that. Exclude Garnacho and Rashford from the squad. You then beat Man City 2-1. You've got so much credit in the bank. Hence why Amorim needs to play this beautifully. Now, I think there is a way back for Garnacho. The thing for Garnacho is, who I believe was the guy who leaked the lineups. That's a trickier one to go through because he is young. And I do believe that he's got much more of a talent than Rashford and can offer more. But in my view, that's a very tricky one to handle because if he leaked that lineup, if it's me, you're done. That's me. So maybe for Amorim, maybe there's a way back for you, but for me, for Garnacho, if you are leaking a lineup, you're liking stuff, but you're leaking a lineup, for me, you are done. And I'll say to Radcliffe and the guys, Windsor, we need to buy a new left winger. We need to buy a new left winger because this Garnacho guy, no, he's done. He's done. We need to buy a new left winger guy. He cannot play for my team because it's important that everyone is pulling in the right direction. Everybody. So for Amorim, man, he is in a great position. He has played this to perfection. But that's the key thing for Rashford is Rashford must not be allowed to play for Man United ever again. Specifically when you look at those quotes, I'm ready for a new challenge. I'm ready for the next steps. Oh, then you're not with us. You're not with us anymore. You're not with this crew. Fine. Thank you. You're now going to move, And again, I'll just end it like, I felt that this was too much for, remember, Amorim is 39 years old. That is extremely young for any manager. But that's extremely young to try to turn around Man United. But I admire guys who bet on themselves. And I had my guys who says, no, I believe in myself. I'm young, this may be bigger than me, but I'm betting on myself. And let's see how it turns out. Because Amorim turned around Sporting Lisbon. Remember, Portugal, that is a league ruled by Benfica and FC Porto. Those are the real kings. So for him to do what he did with Sporting Lisbon in a team controlled by the duopoly of Benfica and FC Porto, it's huge. So if he manages to turn this around, damn.
Think about becoming a Football Hut member. If you're a desktop merchant, just click on the join button below, over here. Or if you're a mobile phone merchant, just click on the join button below the video over here and join the true elite content crack addicts. Peace.